I got sidetracked. But I'm wearing this shirt right now and it says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, run with the pack. And I went to Walmart and someone's like, wait, what does your shirt say? And it's like just such a good phrase because you guys, you know what? It's so true. I just got off this call with Nina Moore and it's like, this business is a marathon. It's going to take time. But like, if you want to go fast, you know, you can go off, you can run and do your own thing. Like that's perfectly fine. But if you want to go far, there is so much more strength in numbers. And like being part of the pack, we have the systems in place. We have the attitudes that are right. We've got the positivity, the optimism, like all the good stuff. And so being a part of the pack is key to success. Okay. So like I said, I have so much that I want to go over. I'm going to try and talk slow. I'm going to try and show you everything that you need to know. And I hope that you all, okay, like this is a training. Okay. So I hope you all have something to write stuff down with, or you're going to go back and rewatch this call, okay, if you're driving or something. But I would love it if I had your undivided attention for this next 30 minutes because me, Chelsea, and Kelly Jo, we sat down, we did a Zoom, we did a game plan, like we each spent about an hour together creating something really special to push us through the next 60 days and take us to that next rank. Now, who joined this business because they wanted to make money? Will you write in the chat how much you want to make? And let's just say monthly, okay? So tell me in the chat how much you want to make monthly was your goal to doing this business, okay? Now, if you didn't join this business to make money, don't write down a number, okay? If you joined this business because you just wanted to use the products, then write down what your health goal is. Okay, if you joined this business just because you wanted to make friends, then just write, hey y'all, in the comments because it's perfectly fine. If you joined this business to make friends, you guys, like, I didn't join the business to make friends. I'm not like good at friends, but like, look at how many friends I have right now. There's 27 of you on this call and like, you guys are my friends and it's so much fun when we get together and get to do things, okay? So, I see some numbers in the chat anywhere from 30,000 a month, 500 a month, 700, 500, 300. Kelly Jo joined for 0. She joined to quit and look at her now. She's making $4,000 a month, $5,000, $6,000 sometimes on a good month, right? 500,000. Brandy wanted 500 and now she's like, I know what I can do in this business. I want 4,500, right? 1,000, 500, 700. Okay, there's no right or wrong answer here. Like Brittany, I love that you're sharing that. Joined for friends, wanted to lose the belly in 3 pant sizes. I love that because when I met Brittany, that's exactly why she joined. Like she was going to order all these products. I'm like, you can order them and, you know, make me money, or you can order them and make yourself money. And here she is doing the business. So you guys, most of us joined this business to make money, and y'all are still in the business because obviously you're enjoying making the money, right? So I just got off this call with Nina Moore, and if you guys don't know who she is, I think she joined in September or October of last year. She went presidential within about 3-4 months, and she talks about, and I hate this, there's nothing that drives me more crazy when you're like, what took you to the next level? And they were like, I just decided. And I'm like, okay, well, I decided that I wanted to be Ambassador Diamond like 4 years ago, and I'm not Ambassador Diamond. Like, what's going on? Like, anybody else is like, I'm doing it this month. I'm going diamond. I'm deciding I'm going diamond. Like, I'm making this happen. Okay, shake your head like this if you've said that before in your business. Okay, so if you've decided and these other people have decided, then why are they going and you're not? Right? And the truth of the matter is, and she said it straight up, is that you have excuses. You have days where you don't show up. And we can't have any of those days if you're going to hit your goal. And I love this quote. I wrote it down. She said, excuses are nothing more than a well-planned lie. Think about that for a second. Excuses are nothing more than a well-planned lie. Like, you can talk yourself out of everything and have a reason why you didn't do this or why you didn't do that. But you guys, the only way to get to where you want to go is if you just decide to do it and you don't let anything stand in your way. You put your blinders on and you just decide, okay? So I have decided that we are going presidential diamond by the end of August. I have decided that we are doing a 60-day push to make this happen. I have decided that I am going to come into my office and go to work for hours and hours every single day to make this happen. I have decided that if laundry and house cleaning and this, that, and the other don't get done, I'm deciding that that's going to be on my back burners for the next 60 days because this is what is important to me. Okay, and why is this important to me? Because a lot of us are going to green carpet in September, and in order to sit in VIP, you've got to be triple diamond. And I am not going to sit in that triple diamond space by myself. Okay, every single person on this call, there's 27 of you, can be triple diamond in the next 60 days. I know what it takes because I did it. And I think that I've just with some of you guys, I've kind of just walked on eggshells a little bit because I'm like, well, I don't want to push them. And you're telling me, well, I can't do it because of this and I can't do it because of that. And I just let you just tell me that. And I'm like, okay. But in my brain, it's like nails on a chalkboard. And I'm just like, they said they wanted it, but yet they're telling me all these reasons why they're not doing it and they can't do it. And you guys, this is not, the next 60 days is not the time for it. So I want to know who is committed for 60 days. Now, you don't have to be if that's not what you want, but who wants to take their business to a whole nother level? Now, that doesn't mean that you're going from distributor to triple if that's not what you want, because that's going to be a whole lot of work, which is fine. If you want to put it in, tell me. But I want to know in the chat, what are you committed to being in the next 60 days? What are you committed to doing? Now, keep in mind, your customers, when you sign your customers, for those of you that are new, our customer program is they get the discount as long as they order at least one product a month for 3 consecutive months. So we should be doing 90-day pushes. Okay, we should be ranking up every 90 days. Because if you're not, then come month 4, now you have to replace month 1, and then you have to bring in more, right? And so we should be doing these 90-day pushes and getting to that next rank. And so we're not going to do 90 days. We're going to do 60 days. And I want to know who's all in. Okay. Now, some of you guys have told me that you were going to go Ruby months ago. Some of you guys have told me you're going to be Diamond months ago. So tell me, and I want just a few of you guys to unmute. And some of you guys are brand new. You're like, I don't even know what's going on. You are fine. I promise, all of our calls are like this. This is just our month launch call. And we want to know where everyone's head is at. But you just tell us how much you want to make and how much you're willing to put in each day, and we're going to get you there. Okay? And so I want to know, okay, I hear I'm all in. I want to be back up to diamond. I want diamond, diamond, emerald, going for diamond, diamond, ruby. Okay, so I want a couple of you guys to unmute and keep it short, please. But what's going to be different this time?
I'm not going to let life get in the way this time.
Okay, so we can say it, but give me an example. What are you going to do differently?
So this last time I didn't hit my goal because I kept letting all the drama in life affect how I looked at things and how I did different things differently. And I'm not going to let that happen anymore. I keep letting too many things get in my way. So from now on, I'm going to start saying, you know what, your drama is your drama. I'm here to help, but I'm focusing on my life and what my goals are. And that's going to be my main priority.
Okay. Anybody else ever feel that way? They let other people get in their head. I know I'm guilty of that. Okay. So ideas, you can set an alarm on your phone to go off and give you a good affirmation to repeat multiple times throughout the day. Okay, you can have a check-in buddy. You can have your back screensaver. You can have, you have to think, because we can't just say it. We've got to have a plan of action. If you know this is what gets in your way, you have to have a plan of action. Okay, I know some people don't like to wake up early, but if the only time you can get your work done is in the morning, then you need to have a plan of action. Maybe that plan of action is you have a cup of water next to your bed, and when your alarm goes off, you just automatically just pour it on your head. or something. Like you just like wake yourself up every morning. You have got to have a plan of action, no matter what that looks like. Okay. Okay. Let me hear another thing. Okay. You guys who have said, I'm going diamond, I'm going emerald. I'm not going to, so I hear in the chat, I'm not going to run away and shut down when things get hard. Well, that's happened multiple times. So what is your solution to actually changing it this time? Okay, not letting people in general get to me, especially after a distributor loses my team. So we can't just say these things because we've been saying them for the last years for some of you, months for some of you, weeks for some of you. So what is going to actually change rather than just saying it?
I've been saying for years that I'm going to create good leaders and that I want to be a better leader. And I have taken the past 6 months to really grow into a better leader. And so I feel like I'm at that point of like, I know what needs to be done. I know what I need to expect. And like, I need to raise the bar and have those high expectations of others and myself. And on days when I don't want to do it, like when I want to sit on the couch and binge watch, I'm not going to do that. Like I'm going to limit myself and I'm going to have a strict schedule set up because we all know that the summer months are hard. And this is the busiest season of my life, but that doesn't mean that I can't do all the things. So I really am just ready to like step up and be a leader and have expectations of my team and then not go back on those expectations. Like if I set rules for my kids, I don't let them break those rules without getting grounded. So obviously I can't ground you guys or myself. But in a way, that's a good analogy of like, you're grounded. Like you didn't follow what we said we were going to do. So you're grounded. Like, so I'm really, really, really just going to step up my game and then hold everybody else accountable to that as well.
Okay. So real quick, Kelly Jo, you said the past 6 months you've been learning leadership. Can you shed some light on what that means, what that looks like?
Tons of personal development, tons of asking like questions and having my team fill out surveys and really like listening to people when they're telling me these are the things that you're doing wrong, like giving me that constructive criticism. And it's helped both like in my teaching career, having some trouble with communicating with some people, like they were having trouble communicating with me. And instead of just getting so defensive, which is my natural mechanism of getting defensive, I really just dug down and listened to what people were saying and realizing like how I'm coming off to people or how I can learn to deal with problems, even though might annoy me or bother me or whatever. Like it's not about me. It's about helping other people. That's why I continue to do this, because I did join to quit, and why I've stayed is to help people. And so that's my job, is to figure out how to help all the people. And really, it's come down to a lot of personal development and a lot of listening to you. Like instead of saying, well, Tamika's the partier, I can't party. I'm so busy, I can't do this. Yes, I can. Like you've gotten this far, and why am I not following you? Like why am I not just doing all the things you're doing? Because obviously it works. So really, it's just been like stepping up of, yeah, I don't stay home, but stop using that as an excuse. I can still do all the things. I just have to manage my time really, really, really well.
And so you guys, she realized that leadership was a problem. So she decided to study it. Okay. If Amanda is learning that other people is a problem and it's shaking her confidence, then she can choose to study confidence. If you are not closing, you're messaging a lot of people and you're not getting responses and you're not getting customers, you're not getting distributors, you can research closing. You can become the expert in the places that you need to be. And again, once again, on this call that I read with Nina, and I took so many notes, they're kind of everywhere. She said, for things to change, I had to change. Okay, so think about your life. You have these things in your life that you want changed. They are not going to change until you change. Your leadership is not going to change within your team until you change as a leader, till you become that person, till you become disciplined, till you become motivated. And you guys, I'm telling you, if you want to be a rising leader in this company, you have got to motivate yourself. Nobody has to get my butt out of bed. I am up out of bed at 5 a.m. every single morning. Now, on some days it's harder than others, because if I don't go to bed at 10, it's hard to wake up at 5. But I 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I launch myself out of bed. If you have not read that book by Mel Robbins, it's called The 5-Second Rule. If you're having a hard time moving, read that book. You can follow her on YouTube too, but she will get you out of your head, okay? So she said, for things to change, I had to change. For me to get better, I had to get better. Or sorry, for things to get better, I had to get better. Okay, so if you want your team to get better, you have to get better. If you want to help other people get better with their health, then you have to get better with your health. Like everything in this business starts with you. And I wish I could find the other thing that she said. I know that you were on Chelsea, but she said, oh, I remember. She said, formal education will make you a living, but self-education will make you a fortune. Okay, formal education will make you a living. Who went to college and got a degree? It will make you a living. Yes, I could go teach and I could make $50,000, $60,000 a year. I could live off of that. Okay, for those of you that don't know, I have a high school math education degree. Okay, so I could go and make a living teaching math. But self-education will make you a fortune. When you learn how to self-teach, your income is limitless. And that's why I love in the PAC training, for those of you who have gone through it recently, where we talk about our 5 pillars. What 5 things or 3 to 5 things are you going to become an expert on and bring value to? If you're not constantly creating value around yourself and you're not constantly learning, then you're going to be stunting your growth. You're going to be stunting your income. Does that make sense? Like, I keep thinking to myself, I'm like, hey, I'm triple diamond. I'm making more than I've ever thought possible, like, period, in life. Okay. I didn't ever think that you could make this much money in 1 month. Well, where do I need to take my value from being a triple diamond to get to a presidential diamond? Okay. That's going from an $8,000 a month paycheck to a $16,000 a month paycheck. Like, I have to double my value. And what does that even look like? Right? And so if you're paid as a distributor and you want to go to Ruby, what more do you need to learn? What more do you need to do? Who do you need to become to get to that position? If you want to go from distributor to diamond, I always tell people, I said, what kind of diamond leader do you want to be? Maybe you like some of the things that I do. Maybe you don't like some of the things that I do. Maybe you like some stuff that your upline does. Maybe you don't. So what kind of leader are you going to be? And start being that leader now. Okay, if you're not posting and you're not messaging and you're not building relationships and you're not going live and you're not using the products, you're not going to be able to help somebody else do that. So it ultimately starts with you and you creating that value around who you're going to be when you get to that point, and be that person now. Okay, one more person who has reasons why they are not already where they said they were going to be. That it doesn't have to do with the 2 that we've already talked about. Don't be shy.
I know for me, I've used the excuse of my little girl teething, so she's up all night and then trying to wake up in the morning. That's the challenge. So then I wake up with her, and in the morning she wakes me up, and so then I don't get anything done in the morning. So that's my kind of stop sign there. I don't know.
Okay, so I'm going to expand. I'm going to make that bigger. I'm going to make your problem bigger, okay? Life is going to happen to all of us. Okay, did anyone have life happen in the month of June? I don't know what it was. I think there was something in the water, but I went through like extreme depression this month, like wanting to crawl in a hole and just cry all of the time. And I cried a lot this month, okay? I don't know what's going on. Okay, I know other people are going through divorces. Their house is being infested by bird mites. Summer vacation where all of a sudden you have way more time. Kids teething, kids getting sick, surgeries. Okay, Jennifer just went through a very, very intense surgery. Like, life is going to happen to everyone. Do you guys agree? Like, if it's not happening now, it's going to happen. And so you've got to have a game plan. If you can't wake up early in the morning because of A, B, and C, what can you do? Okay, my kids are 5 and 3. I get to do this full time. When I first started, I worked teaching, and I didn't have a prep hour, so I didn't have that extra hour that I could have done work, and I coached soccer. So after school, there was no time because it was helping kids, soccer practice, get home, lesson plan for the next day, and like be going. Like, you can find time. And if your schedule, if something gets thrown for a loop, then you make the time later. And I was thinking about this on the call with Nina Moore. You guys, like, if you had your own business on the road, okay, you had your own storefront, and people didn't show up to work, your employees didn't show up to work, are you going to close your store, or are you going to go to work? Right? Are you going to throw your hands up and say, well, it just didn't work out, like, we'll just close the store today because they didn't show up? No, like, you're going to go and make up the difference, right? And that kind of goes along with like your team making excuses and stuff, and things happening that maybe you're not expecting. But like, I feel like so many times our business takes the slack, or gets the beating. Like, life happens, and the first thing we let go is this business, when honestly the thing we need to dive in more is this business, because this business is going to make you stronger, and it's going to get you through where you ultimately want to go. And if you choose not to work your business for one day, it is going to have a week's worth of repercussions. If you choose to not work your business for 1 month, it's going to have 6 months of repercussions. Like, if you choose not to be consistent, it's not just that one day that you weren't consistent. And so if you know that every single day you need to post 3 times, you need to message this many people, you need to follow up with this many people, you need to use your products, you need to do these things, then every single day you get those things done. And it's okay if it looks differently. I know that when it's hunting season and I don't have service, I know that we go to the mountain, we hike up to the top of the mountain before hunting season, before it gets light, so I can check all my reports and make my first post. In the afternoon, we spend lunch up at the top of the mountain so I can work my business for another hour. And then at night, before we go to bed, once the light is down, we hike back up there, because there's only one spot that I get service. And so my business is totally different during hunting season. Kelly Jo's business is totally different in the summer than it is during the school season. Carrie Ann, your business is going to look different when it's teething season and not teething season. Like, but you're still going to get the work done. And if you don't, then you're not going where you want to go and where you need to go. Like, life is going to happen, but you have to decide that this is non-negotiable. You have to decide that if this were a real business, which it is, you guys, this is a real legit business that you own. And are you going to just close the doors and say, I had a bad day, I'm not going to do anything? Or my employees didn't show up, so I'm just going to quit because I don't have a working team underneath me? Or I just don't feel like it today, or I'm sick, or so-and-so's sick, or blah, 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 I'll do it tomorrow. That's not a real business owner. That's not the people I'm looking for this month. That's not the people I'm looking for to help get us to presidential. Okay? Like, no ifs, ands, or buts, no excuses. Okay? So, let's go ahead and get into the game plan for July. Anybody want to say anything before we get into this?
I just want to touch on the call. Nina Morris, is that her name?
Nina Moore, yeah.
Anyways, so also what she said that stuck out to me was, if you're complaining about your team at the level that you're at, you're not ready for the next level. And I was like, whew, okay. Reality check, done. She's like, this is your business. Like, if you're complaining about your downline, then you're not ready for the next one. You're not ready for your next double. You're not ready for your next triple. You're not ready. And that stuck out to me. So,
yes, I'm glad that you said that, because that's huge. Okay. So moving into July, we've got some awesome things going on. And this is where I am trying to get it all organized, but I didn't quite get there yet. Okay. So first thing I want you guys to know is your chart. Okay. Or we're going to back up. Okay. We're getting really intentional with our time, and nobody's getting left behind. Okay, there's 29 of you on here, so thank you guys for spending your Sunday with me. Heidi, I don't even know who you are, but welcome to your very first call. Yay, I want to meet you. Okay, let's see, anybody else, new faces? Awesome. Okay, so We are going to have, quote, 3 teams this month. Okay. I am personally sponsoring and coaching a team. Kelly Jo is personally sponsoring a team, and Chelsea is personally sponsoring a team. Okay. Now, we all have these Rising Distributor chats that we tried out, the Rising Ruby chats, the Rising Emeralds, and it just wasn't quite the right fit for us. Okay, we know that there's power in numbers. We have so many great ideas, and we're trying to like ship them to everybody, and it's hard. We also need help with consistency and accountability. And so between me, Kelly Jo, and Chelsea, Kelly Jo, can you take a picture of the 2 screens on here so that way I can make sure that we get you? But tonight, every single person is going to be put in a group chat. If you don't want to be put in it, then you can tell us, and you don't have to. Okay, so let me just preface this by everything that I'm about to share with you. It's your business. You can 100% do whatever you want. Okay? Does everyone hear me? I am not your dictator to tell you what you should and shouldn't do, what you have to and don't have to do, okay? But I'm telling you that I am taking my runners on a 60-day push, and we are getting to presidential. And if you follow my lead and do what I tell you to do, we're going to make it. Now, if you want to do what you want to do, you can still make it. And I will still be cheering you on, and I will answer all of your questions, okay? But I want to be really clear and connected with the ones who want to run with me. Okay, does that make sense? So I'm not cutting anybody off. I want everyone to have success and run their business the way they want to run it and feel comfortable doing it, okay? But I want to be extremely connected with my runners, okay? So we're each going to be making a group chat, okay? We're just going to call it Pack Push. And within this group chat, every single day, we're going to just post the daily 6 lists, the accountability. Okay, and the accountability every single day is that we're going to do personal development, whatever that looks like. If it's listening to a great song one day, if it's watching a YouTube video, if it's listening to a book, but meditation, personal development every single day. Got to get our minds right. Okay. Number 2 is that we're going to post on social media at least once a day. If you make one great, engaging, valuable post, that's wonderful. My goal every single day is to do 3 posts. Okay. On other days, maybe 5. Okay. But I usually never make more than 5 posts. Okay. So anywhere between 1 to 5 posts a day is what we're shooting for. Okay. That's number 2, making posts on Facebook or Instagram or your stories. Okay. Because stories are just as valuable too. So as I'm telling you that we're doing these things, you make it look like whatever you want it to look like. Okay. Number 3 is messaging. We have to be creating relationships with people. If we are not doing that, then we're not doing our job. If we're not reaching out and asking people if they'd like to take a look at our products, if we're not asking them if they'd be open to chatting more about our business, then we're doing them a disservice. If I never was asked, I would not be here right now. I just sat there and made fun of all those It Works girls without even knowing what it was. And then somebody asked me, and it made me slow down. It made me realize that I was being ignorant and rude. Okay, so we have to ask people. Now, if that just means that you're sending a, hey, how are you? I saw you went here. That looked like a fun place. And like you're building relationships, that's fine. But we need to be planting seeds and building relationships with people every single day. So messaging is number 3. Okay. Number 4 is expanding your network. If you have a fear of you don't know enough people or not very many people are going to buy from you or blah, 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 you don't need to have that fear because we're constantly going to be bringing new people into our space. Now, when I first started, adding friends was hard for me. Facebook, I had pictures of my family and I didn't want them to, I didn't want complete strangers in my business. So about my first year, I looked through my yearbook. I added friends of close friends. So I knew that they were good people. And that's how I started. And then once I hit diamond and above, I said, you know what? This is my business. This is my storefront. If I had an actual store, I'd let anybody who wanted to come in. And if I got some creepies or some dirty people or some people doing stuff that I didn't want done in my store, then I would ask them to leave. And I can unfriend people if they're bringing trash into my store. But my job is to help people. And so if I'm being picky about who I'm helping, then I'm not going to have as much success as I would otherwise. Now, some people want to make pages. Some people want to make second Facebooks. You do you. I've done it before. For me, it felt like double and triple the work. It felt like I had one foot in and one foot out. I wasn't fully committed to my business. And so if you decide that you want to do a page, then study the heck out of how to be successful doing a page. Okay, you can't just throw it up there, invite your friends, and then expect to have success. You have to study that and become a professional if you're going to choose to do that. Okay, so we said personal development, post, message, add friends. Okay, number 5 is use your products. We should be running an 80 BD auto shipment every month. We should be ordering 2 to 3 products that we want to use, that we're getting results with. And so using your products every single day. I love that our products are in a 30-day supply. So if you're using them every single day, then you need replacements every single month. And we expect our customers to use their products every day. And like I said, it starts with us. If we want change, the change starts with us. And so we should be using our products every single day. Okay. And number 6 is that I want us on a pack power hour. Now, I'm not calling them half hours anymore because this month we're taking it to a whole nother level. I have some really good stuff, business building time that we're going to set aside to get our volumes higher, to get more distributors, to get more customers. Okay, so it's no longer power half hour, it's power hour. And we are going to give you guys specific good tools, scripts, resources, time to get good income producing work done. Okay, so we have 3 power hours every single day. There's one at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time, so 7 to 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. There's one from 12 to 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. And there's another one from 10 to 11 p.m. Central Standard Time. I want to know which one you are committed to being on in the chat. Now, sometimes life happens, right? But right now, we can make a game plan and say, I am committed to being on this. Now, maybe you're not a morning person. And I'm about to do a live video this week on how many successful people change to become morning people. So we'll be on the lookout for that on Wednesday, you guys, because there's research that shows people that wake up early tend to be more successful. But I want to know which one you are committed to being on every single day. Now, if life happens, you adjust your schedule and you jump on a different one. If you know that you're going out of town or you're going to be driving at this time, you wake up earlier. If you know that you're going to be gone somewhere in the morning and normally you're on the morning ones, that happens to me sometimes and I have to find a sub, then I know I'm getting on the 12 o'clock or the 10 o'clock one. Okay, so every single day, you guys, we need you plugged in to a pack power hour every single day. So there are 29 of you on. So when me, Chelsea, and Kelly Jo get together at the end of the day and we total up how many people we had, we should have 29 or more on every single, or combined for all 3 calls. Now, why is this important? It's important because we need to connect. We need to show people that they're in business for themselves, but they're not by themselves. You guys need time to run perks points, to send credit card declines, to do follow-ups, to do your charting, to learn about reports, to learn about these things that are going to help you have success in this business. And so on Monday, for example, tomorrow, during this time, we're going to take time and we're going to give you a script to message your existing customers and update their orders. Okay, who needs time to do that? And if all of us do that, so we're going to do it on the 6 a.m. or the 7 a.m. call, we're going to do it on the 12 p.m. call, we're going to do it on the 10 p.m. call. So it doesn't matter which one you get on, you're going to get that time to update your customer orders and bump them back. Okay, who checks their credit card declines every week? We're going to give you time to do that and send messages and get them updated. Okay, who runs their perks points reports? We're going to teach you what that means and we're going to help you do it. Okay, so every single day, we need you on at least 1 power hour. Now, if you're a distributor wanting to get paid as diamond, I'm telling you, you need to be working 4 to 6 hours a day. That's what it took to get me diamond. For the month that I went, it took 4 to 6 hours every single day. Okay, when I went triple diamond, you guys, it was 8 to 12, it was 8 to 10 hours, to be honest. Like I literally had food brought into me and sometimes fed to me because I had to keep typing, okay? So I'm telling you that if you want more, just be on more. And you can also do your own. Now, during this time, if we're asking you to do something and that's not how you run your business, you can do something else during that time. Okay? We just want you on with us because sometimes if you just hop on a call, someone's going to give you a script that's going to give you a totally different idea. And if you were never on that call, that idea would have never been sparked. Or maybe someone asks a question and you just barely learned that in your personal development and you're going to be able to help them get to the next level. There's power in numbers and we need as many of you guys on for the next 60 days to make this happen. So some of you guys commented in the chat which times you're going to be on. Some of you didn't. And I'm telling you that you have to commit right now. You have to make a game plan right now. You can't say, I'll wake up tomorrow and I'll make sure that I'm on one. No, I want you planning your schedule right now. We're doing a pack push, which means we're committed to making this happen. So I want to see everybody's numbers in the chat. Okay, and if you don't want to do it because you're off doing your own thing, that's fine. Okay, I'm not calling you out. I don't know who has and who hasn't, so you're good. But I want you to do it for yourself, to physically commit, okay? So I want your calendars out because we've got some dates for you to write down. Okay, and if you don't have a calendar, then that is okay. Just write it down on a piece of paper. Okay, so between me, Kelly Jo, and Chelsea, every single person is going to be in a group. And during this group, we're going to keep you reminded of the different things that are going on. So let me share with you the first one. Okay, so the first incentive that we're going to have for this month is called High Five. Okay, for every 5 points you get, you're going to be able to pick a prize. And where did I talk about this? Oh, it's on the back of here. I was like, where did I write down all this stuff? Okay, so every 5 points, you're going to be able to pick a prize. Okay, this challenge runs from July 1st to July 3rd. So you're going to have the first 72 hours of the month to push your business as hard as you can push it. Okay, if you run your auto shipment between the 1st and the 3rd, you automatically get 1 point. So that's you setting up your auto shipment for 80 BV or more, you're automatically going to get 1 point. For every loyal customer that you sign that's new, you're going to get 2 points. And for every distributor that you sign, you're going to get 3 points. So there's a whole bunch of different ways to total your 5. Once you get 5, you can go ahead and get 5 more. Totally up to you. As many points as you get for 5 is how many prizes you get to pick out, okay? And we've got a variety of different prizes. We're gonna give away gift cards, customized mugs, and then some It Works sponsored-ish colors of nails, like the nail sticker things that you can get. And we're gonna make sure that they're cutesy, It Worksy, business building nails, okay? So every 5 points you get, you can pick your prize for that, okay? Well, I can't really see the chat very well, but I think we're good. Okay, so if I'm missing something, just unmute yourself and we'll go from there. Okay, the next thing that we have planned is, so write that in your calendar, High Five contest, July 1st through the 3rd. The next thing we're gonna be doing is we're going to start treating, okay, it's month end right now. Okay, month end ends in 2 hours, so I need to wrap up this call. But right now we're all pushing. We're pushing for volume. We're messaging customers. We're trying to get reorders. We're doing perks points. We're doing incentives and freebies and giveaways and host posts and all this stuff on the last day of the month. Well, you guys, that's stressful. So we are going to start doing it more often, okay? So we're going to do these pack pushes and we're going to work for it like it's month end. So on July 5th, the 10th, 20th, 25th, and 30th, okay? During that evening power hour, or If it's on the weekend, then it's going to be at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. I think that's the time that we came up with.
11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time.
Oh, so 12 p.m. Central Standard Time on the Saturday.
I'm sorry, Tamika. What did you say for the week versus the weekend? And does Friday consider the weekend?
So let me pull up my calendar real quick so that way I can just tell you guys. Okay, so on the 5th, it'll be on the evening power hour. On the 10th, it'll be on the evening power hour. The 15th will be evening. The 20th is a Saturday, so that'll be at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then the 25th and the 30th, those will be on the evening ones. So we're going to really push like it's month end and like go crazy. Okay. And that's really going to help us boost volume. So those are going to be our pack pushes. It doesn't really change your schedule at all because it's going to be on the same time with the exception of the one that's going to be on the Saturday. Okay. Which is the 20th. Okay. The next incentive that we are going to do is, and I'm just going to have you guys write it down now so that way you know. The challenge is going to run between the 10th and the 14th. Okay, so, and it's going to be called 500 Boom. Now, on the 14th, nope, not the 14th. On the 9th, anybody who wants to do this competition, and it's going to be in the group chats, so you'll all know, okay? But on the 9th, before you go to bed, you're going to send in your volumes to your group leader. So me, Kelly Jo, or Chelsea. And you're going to tell us what your group volume is. And in the next 5 days, if you can bring in, as a team, 500 volume, then you're going to win a surprise gift and a special Zoom call. So we're doing a 500 boom. Now that counts reoccurring orders. It counts for new orders. It counts for customers that redeem perks points. It is 500 new volume in 5 days. And the special Zoom call is going to be on the 15th. That's why the challenge goes from the 10th to the 14th. And if you guys can see my screen.
Can I clarify something? I just want to make sure they understand. Brittany asked a good question. It's not as it's your group volume, but it's your individual. Like, so your individual group volume will need to go up by 500 in that time period for it to count.
So
not your it can be moved under your team, meaning it doesn't have to be your personal bonus volume. Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
So you're going to check your volumes on the 9th to see where you're at. And on the 9th, one of our activities is going to be to make a little tracker. And so then at night before you go to bed, you'll be able to write your volume at the bottom, what you're starting with, and then count up 500. And so then you can kind of use it as a fun little tracker that you can post on your story or like use as a visual to get yourself excited. So it'll be 5 days to bring in 500 volume. Now, the reason why this is important, you guys, is because when you sign new distributors, that's 5 customers at 100 volume order, getting 1 customer a day. And if we really want to build and grow fast, we've got to build these 500 qualified leads as quickly as possible. And so if you can get confident in doing it in 5 days, then you're going to be diamond before you know it. Okay? So that is what another incentive that we're doing. And then the last one that we're doing is this one called Go for No. This is going to run July 16th through the 25th. And like I said, we're going to give you more information. We're going to remind you of this, but you can just write it in your calendar so that way you know what's coming up. The goal is to get 100 no's. So a no response doesn't count. They have to physically tell you no. And when you get 100 no's, you're automatically going to get an entry for $100 cash. And we're just going to draw a name for everyone that gets it, the 100 no's, and we're going to give away $100 cash to the person that gets it. Okay. And this challenge goes for about a week and a half. So, you know, by messaging 15, 20 people a day and getting those no's, then you're easily going to be able to get your entry. Okay. Now it was interesting because on the call with Nina again tonight, she said, it took me 25 no's to sign a customer. And then she's like, then I got better. Then as soon as I got my 20th no, I signed a customer. And now she's like down to, if I can get 7 no's, then I get a customer. And it's not a no response. It's not a let me think about it. It's like a no, you know? And so I know sometimes we're so scared of those. So hopefully this will help get rid of that fear, because we're going to be excited when we get a no. And we also know that no doesn't mean no. It just means not right now. It means whatever, you know, we haven't created enough value. They don't have the money right now, whatever it is. But our goal is to go for no. And as soon as you get 100, then you'll be entered into the drawing. So those are the competitions that we're going to have. So we have the high five, the 500 boom, and go for no. Okay, we're doing pack pushes every 5 days with the exception of the 15th, because that's going to be our special Zoom call. And every Sunday, we are going to do a pack pep rally. So that's just going to be after the family call. In fact, I'm actually just going to listen to the family call. So I don't have a slide for it. I thought I did, but I don't. But I'm just going to go back to the times where I hopped on Zoom and we listened to the family call all together. That way we can go over it. We can set up a game plan. So on Zoom, every single Sunday, you can hop on the Zoom ID. We'll listen to the family call together and then just kind of do a pre-week launch, like a pre-week, let's get our heads right, let's make this happen type call. Because I feel like we need this daily connection. Lots of people have told me that they miss our trainings where we can go over stuff. We need to be more connected. I know for me, I only see the people that hop on at 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. I don't get to see you guys every single week. And I want to get back to that because, you know what? I'm you guys' freaking triple diamond leader, and I want to be involved in your businesses, and I want to teach you what you need to know, and I want to get you to where you want to go. And so I want to be connected and in tune and available to every single one of you guys, at least for an hour a week on Sundays that you can hop on. And then, of course, you can always hop on in any of the power hours and get help from a diamond leader there. So we're getting back to Sunday night calls on this Zoom, and we're being way more intentional with our time. So am I missing anything else? All right, last order of business. They told me that in order to start your month strong, there are 3 things that you must do tonight. So I want every single one of you guys to do this with me tonight. So we're ready for tomorrow. We're coming in hot for July, like fireworks cracking. I don't even know, but we're coming in hot and I'm so excited, okay? They told me that when you write your name on the top of a chart, you are responsible for making everything happen. It is not your team's job to get you to your promotion. When you write your name at the top of your chart, this is 100% your responsibility. And it's 100% your responsibility. So I want you to take your chart, the chart that you are hitting by the end of August, okay? It's 60-day push. I want you to take that chart and I want you to write your name at the top of it if you are committed and have decided that this is something that you want and are going to push for and are going to make happen, regardless if your team is coming with you. Okay? Write your name at the top if you are committed.
Quick question for you.
Yes.
I don't have the chart of the one that I actually want to hit, but I have the one below it.
So you can either draw it up on a piece of paper, you guys, and I'm glad that you said that because a lot of people are like, well, I don't have a printer, so I can't do it. You guys, pull it up on your phone, draw yourself some boxes and some lines, golden. That's a great chart, okay? You don't have to have a printer to be able to chart. So just pull up what it looks like and draw it on a piece of paper, okay? I will draw the boxes and write the names in pen, but everything else goes in pencil, all my volumes, because they're updating constantly, okay? So if you are committed, write your name at the top, okay? Your team will quit on you. Distributors that you just signed will stop working. But that doesn't mean that you get to get discouraged. It means that they didn't have the right mindset. It means that they didn't have a strong enough why. Because you guys, you know what? This business is freaking hard. It's freaking hard. I have had people built up to diamond and quit, built up to diamond, double diamond and quit. I've had people say rude things to me. I've had people make fun of me. But you know what? It's not about them. It's about me. I have a good heart and I'm helping people in this business. I've saved lives in this business. I have helped people get healthy because of this business. I have had better confidence. I've been able to go debt free. Like, it's not about other people. It's about me. So you have to know that it's going to be hard, but you also have to know it's totally going to be worth it. Okay. So you got your chart written down. Okay. Next thing you need to do is on the back of it. Okay. On the back of your chart, you need to write down 1, 2, 3, 4 things. Number 1, what do you want? I want you to, and I don't want you to say, I want this. I want you to say, I am this. So I am presidential diamond. I am making $16,000 a month. I am whatever. Okay. So I want you right now to write it on the back. If you don't have your chart, it's okay. Write it in your phone, write it on a piece of paper. I am what? So on the back of mine, it says, I am presidential. I am earning $16,000 a month. If it doesn't scare you, it's not big enough. Okay, next thing you need to write down is, number 2, is who is your sponsor? Who are you sending your charts to? Who is your accountability partner? Who are you closely working with? I want you to write their name on your piece of paper right now. Okay, mine says Amber Parker. That's all I got. But I actually kind of want to work with Sarah Rankin this month too. So I'm going to write Sarah Rankin too. Get some new spice in my life. Go to both of them. That'll be great. Okay, now after this call is over, you are going to message your enroller with your goals. Okay, so that way they know, or you're going to message your sponsor with their goals. Go ahead, Amanda.
Can you pick who your other, like if you want to, can you pick who that second one would be?
Yeah. Okay. You can do whatever you want, for sure. Okay. And then we got our rank ups. Okay. So okay, so this is number 3. So you have number 1 is your IMs, number 2 is who your upline sponsor is. Okay, number 3, I want you to identify your runners. I want you to write down the 3 people that you're promoting, that you're running with, that you're working with. Now, if you don't have 3, you can write down 1. If you don't have any, you can leave this part blank. If you have more than 3, maximum 5. Okay, because you can't run with 10 people. I mean, they can run with you, but like, who are you actively promoting this month? Who are your 3 people? Write it down.
As in your team or anybody in your team above or below?
Your downline. This is your downline. Identify who you are running with in your downline. Okay, and then the last thing that we need to do, and then we're going to hop off, is what is your check-in system? Okay, so you need to have a system. Who do you check in with, or how often, or and how do you check in with number 2? How often and how do you check in with the people on number 3? So like for me, my upline check-in, I'm going to do it every Sunday. Every Sunday, I'm going to check in with my upline. Now, my 3 to 5 people that I picked below, I want to hear from them every single day. because we're running. I want it daily, and I want it to be on Marco, where we can have like face-to-face, like, hey, just checking in. Wanted to let you know I was on this power hour. Wanted to let you know I did this today. Like every single day, I want check-in with my downline on Marco. Now, if my team doesn't want that, I can't force them to have it, but I can have it as often as I want to with them, and they maybe don't have to respond, right? Or maybe I can work out something different that would work better for them. Or maybe then they're not my runner, right? If they don't want to talk to me every day, then maybe they're not my runner, and that's fine too, okay? Not every person is your person. That's my lesson I learned this month. Not every person are your people, and that is okay. Okay, you guys, I know this was a lot, and some of you guys are brand new, and you're just like, what did I get myself into? But I promise we're taking good care of you. So Kelly Jo, there's 29 people on. Will you snap the first and last picture again, just in case if we had some hop off and some hop on? Okay, you all will be added to a group message tonight, and we're going to start daily accountability tomorrow morning. Any other rising distributor groups that you guys have, let's dissolve them. We're going to bring it all together in one group, power in numbers. Whatever you have to share, we're going to share with the group. If at any time it's not serving you, you are more than welcome to leave. And we just hope that you communicate with your upline. It's like, hey, I'm not quitting. This is just really hard for me. It's not my style, but I love you, but I just had to peace out. Like, that's okay. But you can always turn off the notifications. Okay, I'm part of a couple group chats that just go off all day long. But there's such good quality in there, and I'm learning so much from the little nuggets that I get between all the chaos. And so I have FOMO. I can't leave it because there's good stuff in there, right? So find a way where maybe you just check it a couple times a day, you turn off the notifications, whatever you need. But we're in this together, you guys, a 60-day pack push to presidential. And the last thing that Nina Moore said is she said, this business is like a ladder, okay? One at a time, we climb the ladder, right? We're like, I'm at the top of the ladder. Sorry, you guys, I joined before you. I said yes before all you guys said yes, right? Okay, we're getting to presidential diamond. I'm turning around and I'm helping the next person get to presidential, and then they're helping the next person get to presidential, and the next person, like, we are doing this together as a team. And you stay on this ladder, you will get to the top. I promise you that. You stay on this ladder with me and with your leaders. We are taking you to the top, okay? But only you can do the work. We can't do it for you. Only you can show up. Only you can get yourself out of bed when you know that you need to. Only you can push yourself through when life hits you hard, okay? Find that support system and let's make this happen, all right? We've got an hour and a half before the end of the month. Let's make these promotions finish strong, and I can't wait to see how many of you I'm going to see at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time on our 1st July Power Hour. All right? Okay, you guys, have a good night.